Hello fish keepers. Today's day in the life video is going to be particularly hard because this should be recorded on a Monday, but I'm not going to be at work on a Monday. On Sunday, I drove 5.5 hours, 500 kilometers or so, a little bit further down south into a little town called Christchurch. I've booked myself into a motel where I'm uncertain if I'm going to wake up in the morning. Even with 2 door locks on it, I still feel like someone might break in overnight, stab me and steal my sneakers. But I came down here to watch a concert. It's been a really, really tough financial year. In particular, it's been a really tough financial quarter. I've come down here to try and take my mind off everything, clear the head. Music has an incredibly good way of touching the soul and bringing everyone back down to earth and clearing the mind and stuff like that. So I went to a concert tonight. I went to see Queens of the Stone Age, so a little bit of footage of that I'm going to run through. Once we've done that, I'll show you what I do tomorrow, which will be involving some sort of fish stuff, then driving back up the other side of the island to pick up my daughter, and then probably going back into work afterwards just to make sure the fish are okay. I've been to a few rock concerts in my time, and to say this was the dirtiest, grimiest, filthiest rock concert I've been to would be an understatement. It was phenomenal. Josh Homme is potentially the coolest human being on the planet, maybe excluding me. And the dynamics that Mikey Shoes had with John Theodore was just phenomenal. They worked in combination so incredibly well. If you've not seen Queens of the Stone Age live, you just absolutely need to do it. Phenomenal band, gritty, filthy, dirty rock and roll, and I loved every single second of it. 100% will go back and see them again anytime I ever get the opportunity to do so. I am alive. I didn't get stabbed. I still have my sneakers, or in this case, I still have my flippy flops. Let's get on with this Monday. So pretty standard fare. I want to go to see a redwood aquatic. I'm actually going to pick up a small group of real ukulele Bristlenose from them, the orange seam pleco. But they don't open for 11 o'clock, so I've got about an hour to kill. I saw last night what looked like a really cool museum, so I'm going to check that out first, and hopefully I can find some other fish stuff in the meantime as well before they open up. I've been furiously walking around Christchurch for about an hour now. I'm a little bit lost and I've got no clue where this museum is that I wanted to go to. Probably should have taken a photo of it yesterday, or at least taken track of what street it was on. That might have helped, but I haven't done that. So also haven't found any other fish shops, so I guess we're off to Redwood to pick up some fish. Happy days. Before I went to get fish, I thought I needed a coffee, so I was walking around and it turns out I'd found my accountant's building. I was actually looking at this cool artwork and then I saw my accountant's logo, so I thought, hey, I know I'm very close to this coffee shop because last time I went and saw him, I went to this coffee shop. So I'd stopped in at Black and White Coffee Cartel, picked up a black coffee, and I bought some beans as well because, hey, why not? On my maps, sent me on the way to Redwood. Animates was on the way, so I stopped in Animates and had a wee look. I believe this is Animates Papanui, I'm not 100% sure. I was really impressed with this. I thought this was bloody cool, and I think more places should do things like that. Finally made it to Redwood Aquatics. It is a good time. Absolutely love this display aquarium. It is beautiful. The fish in here always look so vibrant and colourful. The colouring of the plants always so lush and green and beautiful reds through it. Such a beautiful, beautiful display aquarium, and I love it. And I can tell you something for free. If I had an African cichlid aquarium, I would be taking this guy home with me. I love Venustus. On my way back, I went through Kaikoura. I stopped and thought, man, there's a lot of people standing around here. Must be a pretty good thing to take a video of, so Kaikoura is pretty cool. Then I realised what people were looking at. There was dolphins! I've never seen dolphins in the real wild before, so I got the camera out, did some videoing. They're doing some weird flippy stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. A little bit further in the video, they do even more way cool flippy stuff. So I'm just going to be quiet until they do that because, hey, let's just enjoy the dolphins. I can't be quiet for that long. Look at how cool they are! Honestly, this is the first time I've seen dolphins doing dolphin stuff, and I was just blown away at how spectacularly cool it was. There was about 3 of these, are they called pods? 3 of these pods. There was the one I was recording here, and there was a couple other ones hanging around as well. This is easily the biggest one. And here comes the flippy thing. Whee! How awesome is that? Drove a little bit further along, and there were some seals frolicking in the rock pools as well. There were some big ones and some little ones. These guys were just obviously enjoying a little bit of a splash in the water. I'd seen some seals a little bit earlier, but I didn't stop. But this had a massive group here, and lots of little babies hanging around. This one was really small, to be totally fair. And then some of the bigger ones doing some fighty stuff on the rock, because I guess that's what seals do. They fight and they swim and they eat. Got to Blenheim, picked up my child who has been down in Timaru for a training camp. She's been selected to represent New Zealand in her chosen sport, and all that she wanted to do when I picked her up was to go to Chemist Warehouse. And she's like, hurry up, Dad! Finally got home, brought my Rio Ukulele bristlenose in with me. So the orange and bristlenose, they're all looking pretty stressed at the moment. I can assure you when they're not stressed, they're very, very cool bristlenose, a very cool little catfish. All that patchiness disappears off them. They go like pretty standard dark brown, almost black sort of coloration with like an orange sort of tint to them, hence orange seam. And what is a video at the moment without having a video of the Mikoji Tribute Aquarium with the diamond tetras in? Still loving it. I think it's coming along really nicely, and I'm very, very happy with the tint in it. Once these twigs and everything start sinking, it'll be job done and happy days. And there we go. I am back. I am far from refreshed. About 10, 11, 12 hours worth of driving, or whatever it has been, has definitely given me some clarity, some insight, and I'm hoping I now have a plan in place to try and turn this ship around. Time will tell.